Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's both critical and unsettling: the most dangerous active terrorist organizations in the world for 2024. From global terror networks to regional insurgencies, we'll explore the operations, ideologies, and impact of these groups that are making headlines and affecting millions of lives. Whether you're looking to understand the current security landscape or just want to stay informed, this video will provide a comprehensive overview of the threats we're facing today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on this crucial information. Let's get into it and shed some light on the most pressing issues of our time. Jamaat Nusrat al-Islam wal Muslimin was officially formed in March 2017. This militant group emerged from a merger of several Islamist factions operating in the Sahel region of West Africa. The key groups that came together were Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, AQIM, Al-Murabitun, and Ansar Deen. Their unification was driven by a shared ideology of establishing an Islamic State and their common enemy, the Western presence in the region. One of the founding figures of JNIM was Iyad Ag-Ghali, the leader of Ansar Deen. Ghali has been a prominent figure in the region for years, known for his deep ties with various militant groups. Under his leadership, JNIM has aimed to expand its influence across the Sahel, particularly in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. JNIM's activities have primarily focused on conducting attacks against local governments, international forces, and civilian targets. Their tactics include ambushes, bombings, and kidnappings. One of their notable attacks was the 2018 assault on the Timbuktu region in Mali, which highlighted their capability to strike deep into controlled areas. In recent years, JNIM has continued to be a significant threat. In 2023, they intensified their operations, particularly in northern Mali, where they conducted a series of high-profile attacks. Their activities have also been linked to increasing instability in Burkina Faso and Niger, where they have exploited local conflicts and governance issues. Experts have noted that JNIM's strength lies in its ability to adapt and exploit local grievances. Their strategy includes forging alliances with local insurgent groups and capitalizing on political instability. This approach has allowed them to maintain a presence and extend their influence across a vast and challenging terrain. The impact of JNIM's activities on local communities has been devastating. Thousands have been displaced, and essential services have been disrupted. Humanitarian organizations have struggled to provide aid in the face of ongoing violence and insecurity. Hamas was founded in 1987 during the First Intifada, or Palestinian uprising, against Israeli rule in the occupied territories. The organization emerged from the Palestinian branch of the Muslim Brotherhood, a Sunni Islamist movement. Its name, Hamas, is an acronym for Harakat al-Muqawama al-Islamiyya, which translates to Islamic Resistance Movement. The founding figures of Hamas included Sheikh Ahmed Yassin, Abdel Aziz al-Rantisi, and Mahmoud Zahar. Initially, Hamas aimed to challenge the Palestinian Liberation Organization, PLO, and its secular approach to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Hamas promoted an Islamist agenda, advocating for the establishment of an Islamic State in historic Palestine and rejecting the peace process with Israel. During the 1990s, Hamas gained prominence for its opposition to the Oslo Accords, the peace process negotiated between Israel and the PLO. The group's strategy included a mix of political activism and violent resistance, including suicide bombings and rocket attacks targeting Israeli civilians and military personnel. In 2006, Hamas won a significant victory in the Palestinian legislative elections, securing a majority of seats in the Palestinian Legislative Council. This victory led to a power struggle with the Fatah faction, which resulted in a violent conflict between the two groups. By 2007, Hamas had effectively taken control of the Gaza Strip, while the Fatah-led Palestinian Authority retained control over the West Bank. In recent years, Hamas has continued to be a central player in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The most notable escalation occurred in May 2021, when an 11-day conflict erupted between Hamas and Israel, resulting in significant casualties and damage. The fighting ended with an Egyptian-brokered ceasefire, but tensions remain high. Hamas is designated as a terrorist organization by Israel, the United States, the European Union, and several other countries. The group's dual role as both a militant organization and a political party complicates efforts to resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Its actions and policies continue to shape the dynamics of the region. The impact of Hamas's governance and its ongoing conflicts with Israel has been profound, affecting millions of civilians. Humanitarian concerns, including access to basic necessities, healthcare, and education, are critical issues faced by the residents of Gaza. On 31st July 2024, Ismail Haniyeh, the political leader of Hamas, was assassinated along with his personal bodyguard in the Iranian capital Tehran by an apparent Israeli attack. Haniyeh was killed in his accommodation in a military-run guest house after attending the inauguration ceremony for Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian. The cause of Haniyeh's death is under investigation by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Reports emerged as to how he was killed, ranging from a missile strike to a remotely detonated explosive device previously hidden in his bedroom at the IRGC-run guest house. According to analysts, the assassination exposed critical security flaws. The investigation has led to the arrest of over 24 individuals, including senior intelligence and military officials, as well as staff from the guest house. Haniyeh was a prominent figure within Hamas since the organization's founding in 1987. He previously served as the Prime Minister of the Palestinian Authority and as Hamas chief in the Gaza Strip. In 2017, he was elected head of the Hamas Political Bureau. Haniyeh was the highest-ranking Hamas political leader killed since the start of the Israel-Hamas war. Hezbollah, which means Party of God in Arabic, was established in 1982 during the Lebanese Civil War. The group's origins are closely tied to the Israeli invasion of Lebanon, which sought to dismantle the Palestine Liberation Organization, PLO, and reshape Lebanese politics. Hezbollah was initially formed as a Shiite militant group with support from Iran and Syria. The founders of Hezbollah included several prominent Shiite clerics and military leaders. Among them was Hassan Nasrallah, who became the Secretary General of the group in 1992 and has been its most prominent leader ever since. The group was heavily influenced by the Iranian Revolution of 1979 and its leadership under Ayatollah Khomeini. Hezbollah's early activities were marked by guerrilla warfare against Israeli forces in southern Lebanon. The group gained international notoriety for its involvement in the 1983 Beirut barracks bombings, which killed 241 U.S. Marines and 58 French paratroopers. This attack was part of a broader campaign against Western military presence in Lebanon. Throughout the 1990s, Hezbollah developed a robust military and political infrastructure. By the year 2000, it had achieved a significant victory with the Israeli withdrawal from southern Lebanon, a move that Hezbollah portrayed as a triumph against Israeli occupation. This success bolstered their position in Lebanese politics and their claim to be the resistance against foreign intervention. In the 2000s and 2010s, Hezbollah expanded its influence beyond Lebanon's borders. The group became deeply involved in the Syrian civil war, fighting in support of the Assad regime alongside Iranian and Russian forces. This involvement has been a source of significant controversy, contributing to sectarian tensions and regional instability. Hezbollah's military activities have also included periodic conflicts with Israel. The most notable was the 2006 Lebanon War, which began after Hezbollah launched a cross-border raid into Israel. The war resulted in extensive damage in Lebanon and significant casualties on both sides. The conflict ended with a UN-brokered ceasefire, but tensions remain high. As of 2024, Hezbollah continues to be a major player in Lebanese and regional politics. The group is involved in various aspects of Lebanese governance, often acting as a state within a state. Internationally, Hezbollah is designated as a terrorist organization by several countries, including the United States, Canada, and the European Union. However, it also enjoys considerable support from its base in Lebanon and among some regional allies. And that wraps up our deep dive into the most dangerous terrorist groups of 2024. I hope this video gave you valuable insights into these complex and critical issues. A huge thank you to all of you for watching and supporting the channel. If you found this content informative, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from understanding these global threats. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on important topics like this.